Hello and welcome. Welcome to September 2021. Thank yourself for being here and take a nice deep cleansing breath. Well, the summer has flown by. Here we are, catching the end of the summer into the fall. And connect with your angels, your guides, your loved ones. And the first message that's coming through is from Archangel Michael. And Archangel Michael is saying, admit the truth to yourself. He's saying that there's something that's you've been feeling in your gut that you've been really working on ignoring and pretending it wasn't there. You see, our gut is that intuition, it's that gift letting us know when we're in alignment, it feels good. But when it's not in alignment, it's kind of like, that pit in your stomach kind of feeling. Okay, so imagine you're doing your best to keep something from your heart and your mind. And imagine it's like a beach ball. And you're trying as hard as you can to keep that beach ball down, 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 down in the water. What happens? It just keeps popping up. Boop, boop, boop. Wherever you don't want it to pop up, it's popping up. So the same is going on with your inner feelings, your inner guidance. So Archangel Michael is saying, he's asking you to admit the truth to yourself. Because if we don't admit the truth to ourselves, how could we possibly change it, right? So you may want to get pen and paper and do a little homework with yourself and see what doesn't feel in alignment. And Archangel Michael is saying you're doing whatever it is that you're doing out of fear. False evidence appearing real. And so you think you're protecting yourself, right? And yet if you're not being honest with yourself, you don't know what you're creating or miscreating. So the first thing you want to do is connect with yourself, see what it is you're really feeling, see if you're not making any changes out of fear. For example, let's say you're not in the right job, you're just afraid to move out, you don't know what else to do. Let's say you're in a relationship that isn't working for you. It could be with a loved one, a married partner, or it could be a family member or friend. If something isn't working for you, that's okay. We change, we evolve, we grow. So when we stay in these relationships, whether it be job or a person, we end up stagnating. And Archangel Michael is saying, look at what it is. Look it straight on so that you can become aware of it. And then by asking yourself, what is it specifically that's gnawing at me? He's saying gnawing at me. What is gnawing at you? So that you can address it. And the next message that he's sharing is to go out in nature. Go out in nature with pen and paper and ask yourself, first of all, what is it that I am trying to hide or get away from? What is causing me stress or anxiety, maybe a question. And then shift that into, what do I desire? So first you want to write, what is it that's causing me anxiety? If it's a relationship, write that down and then connect what it is about that. What things is it causing you to trigger you? Okay, because we can only work on ourselves. We can't work on anybody else. We've each been given divine free will. So all the work is within. And when we do the work within, then that's when, you see, our reality mirrors whatever we're feeling, whatever we're thinking. So get real with yourself, admit the truth to yourself, see what it is so that you can make the changes. And then write down in nature, with pen and paper, what is it that I truly desire? And take some time, be with yourself, just relax. This is not a place of pushing. I need to know, because what happens when we need to know? We get tight, we become anxious, don't we? We want to evolve. We want to relax into this and allow the answers to come to us. And again, as I often tell you, and I'll mention it again now, it's through that breath. Breathing in and breathing out consciously, having that awareness that your breath is your gift of life. And so the last thing that they want to share is it's like they're showing me an expecting woman. This is a great time of potentials, they're saying potent with possibilities, pregnant with possibilities. So again, what do you desire? And they're showing me this is a time of incubation, going within, seeing what you don't like, what doesn't resonate with you, letting that go, focusing on what you do want, what brings you joy, what makes your heart sing. And then like just meditating on how that feels. We are energetic beings, as I mentioned in my newsletter this month. So whatever we're feeling into, we're creating. Ooh, what was that? I'm not sure if it was a dragonfly or a bird, because I heard it buzz right by. So yeah, so they're sharing the joy and connecting with the element of joy. So allow that to guide you. And then the next thing they're sharing is imagine that the sky is all cloudy and then you're breaking through. You're breaking through because you've had determination. You've had the tenacity to do the work, to bring yourself to this place, this time and space. By being real with yourself, by consciously being aware that you are creating your life. Very often we believe that it's outside circumstances, it's other people that are doing things to us. And if we keep taking our cue from our outside circumstances, there we are. And instead, if we look within, look at what we want to create, what we want to experience. You see, it's shifting that whole viewpoint from looking out there to looking in here, where the divine wisdom lies. We do that by getting really quiet. They're sharing that it's been really noisy, and it has. Mass consciousness. We have a lot going on. And if you can imagine what we talked about in the beginning, about being real with yourself, you see, everything that no longer serves you is coming up for you to clear. It's going on with mass humanity and with the earth. The earth is a living being, and she's clearing herself now of the toxic energies. You see a lot of floods, you see a lot of fires, we see a lot of volcanic eruptions throughout the world. It's the earth allowing, right? That bubble, imagine that big ball we've been holding underneath, and it's popping here, there, everywhere. And so when we become aware of that, and we realize it's coming up to be cleared, it no longer serves you to be connected with these erroneous, misguided beliefs. What do I mean by that? I mean anything that has to do with lack, a limiting belief based in fear. That's what we keep getting programmed. I mean, if you watch the news, which I hope you pull back on that, because that is certainly not an uplifting thing. So if you can detach from the noise and the drama and the chaos, and go within through the breath. And if you'd like to, you connect with, there's some beautiful meditations out there. But I really like to go back to that breath because it teaches you, without needing anything outside of yourself, we have everything we need right there within us. So if you can go back within yourself into that breath, connecting with Mother Nature, you'll receive all of the messages that are waiting for you when you become quiet, when you allow. You allow the answers to come where the question is asked. Now, very often people will say, well, I ask and I don't get it. It may not come to you in that exact moment that the asking has been asked. It could come to you when you're sitting out in nature. You're taking a walk. Could be taking a shower, driving the car, or listening to a song, or reading a book. It comes to us in a myriad of ways. The second thing that they want to share, you ask, you're open to receive, you're in that grateful place of expectancy without any attachments. And then you give thanks. You don't question, you don't doubt when you get a message. People think, oh, it's just coincidence, it doesn't mean anything. That's how we get the guidance. And very often we get it 1 time, 2 times, 3 times. And I often say, first it's a whisper, then it's a tapping on the shoulder, and then it's kind of like a brick in the head. It's kind of like, wow, I didn't get that until, this crazy thing happened to me. And then all of a sudden we can't miss it. There's no avoiding it. So I guide you, I suggest to you, go to that place of the whisper. Go to that quiet, serene sanctuary that's there for us this beautiful time of September. If you have the opportunity, you could go to the beach, connect with the trees, the mountains, feel the sunshine. And it's interesting, the sunshine in the month of September, very often it changes. You can see it doesn't have that intensity and that strength that it has in the summer months. Connect with that. Connect with the animal kingdom, the plant kingdom, the crystal kingdom. They all have messages for you. So give this gift to yourself. Only you can do it. We have free will. Keep bringing yourself back into this time of quiet solitude and serenity. Give yourself gratitude, as well as the angelic realm, Archangel Michael, your guides, the Ascended Master realm, the angelic realm, all of the elementals, and Source. We are one. There is no separation. And we are coming back to that wisdom and that knowledge. So breathe that in, thanking yourself for being here. Beautiful. And if you're interested in more of this, I have an upcoming, it's going to be a monthly, where we go a little bit more in depth. We're going to be doing it on Zoom or a call, whichever is easiest for you. You can tap into it. And I'm feeling there's a need for this ongoing, in-depth connection, finding the answers and the wisdom within. So thank you so very much. Stay tuned. The information will be in our newsletter. Okay. Blessings. Bye.